Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to continue our exercise 5.3 of chapter 5 arithmetic progression, and we will see question 14 onwards. Right, we have already done up to question 13, so we are going to do now question 14. Now let's start question number 14. In question number 14 it is given that find the sum of the odd number between 0 to 50. So sum of odd number between 0 to 50 are 1, 3, 5, 7 onwards 49. Because it is given that between 0 to 50 we have to write odd number. So in short, this is an AP. After getting AP, as we want sum, it means SN. We need value A, L and N. So we already have A, it is 1. D is equal to 3 minus 1, 2. 5 minus 3, 2. L, it means a last term. It is AN also. It is 49. Okay. So by this, using these terms, we are going to first find out small n. Because without it, we can't able to find out sum. And for that, we use the formula AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 D. Now substitute the values. AN 49, A 1, D 2, and after simplification we got N, small n is equal to 25. Now after getting n is equal to 25, now we are going to use Sn. It means some formula. It means it is last term as it is given. It means we can use n by 2 A plus L. And again after substituting the value, I got S n, where n is 25. So S 25 is equal to 625. Like that you can solve this type of question. If instead of odd, if it is even number given, then you have to start with 2, 4 and end with 50. Okay, it is not necessary that all the exactly same data is asked in exam. Instead of odd, it may be asked in even. Okay, but you have to use the same concept. First of all, value A, D, L you have to take out, and then apply the formula AN to get value N. Then use Sn to get value of S and N term. It means sum of N term. Now the next one, question number 15. In question number 15, it is given that a contract on a construction job specifies a penalty for a delayed completion beyond a certain date of work. अगर कोई कंस्ट्रक्शन साइट है, वहाँ पे अगर आपको एक फिक्स डेट दिया हुआ है और वहाँ से आपको जो काम मिलना चाहिए उस डेट पे कंप्लीट होने का, वो आपको काम नहीं मिल रहा है, राइट? So they can given a penalty of 50 rupees per day for delay work, and this work is delay for 30 days, and therefore they are asked to find out the total penalty. Okay, and for that, first of all, they have given that 200 rupees for the first day along with the penalty. Then penalty increase with 50 rupees, it means 250. Then 300. If you notice, 50 rupees add at every day. It means 50 plus 250. It means 300. 300 plus 50 for the fourth day. Like that. It means we can get an AP 200, 250, 300 like this. And from this we can get a first term A 200, D is equal to 50, a common difference, and N is 30. Why N 30? Because they are saying that a work is delay for 30 days. It is already given, and we have to find out how much total penalty is given to contractor, or contractor has to pay how much rupees as a penalty. It means we have to find out here a sum. Okay, and for that, as you know, we need N, A, D, right? Now I directly put here values as 30, as we have to find out the total penalty rupee for 30 days. So n by 2 means 30 by 2 into the bracket 2 into a is here 200 plus n minus 1 into d. After substituting the value, I got as 30 is equal to 27,750. It means here we can say that uh, contractor has to pay 27,750 rupees as a penalty for 30 days. Now the next sum, 16th sum. Here it is given that the total prize money is 700 and cash prize are total 7. Okay, so total prize money is 700. It means sum is 700 and the number of cash prize are 7. It means small n is 7. Here each prize is 20 less than the preceding price. It means अगर first price आपका 100 rupees है तो next price क्या होगा 20 rupees less. It means 80 rupees. Third price उससे भी 20 rupees late. It means 60 rupees like this. Okay, so find the value of each price. So first of all we have to here assume that let A is a first price. So A minus 20 is a second price. A minus 40 is a third price. Okay, so let's see this sum stepwise. It is easy, no, not difficult. Okay, so sum of all prices is equal to 700 and therefore Sn is equal to 700 here. Okay, now let first price we assume that is A, and as we know the next price is 20 less than the first one, so it is A minus 20. Now the third one is again less than the second one, so second one is already A minus 20 and minus 20, so it is A minus 40. Okay, so in short we got AP, A minus 20 and A minus 40. So from this AP we can say that our first term is A. Now common difference D means A20 minus A. So A minus 20 and minus A. So minus plus A cancel out. So we got D is equal to minus 20. And as we know the total cash price are 7. It means small n is equal to 7. So after getting the value first term, value D and value n, we can easily find out the first price, or we can say a value of each price. Now Sn is equal to n by 2 into the bracket. This formula we are going to use. Now here Sn is already given 700, n is 7 by 2, and after substituting the value we find that value A is equal to 160. It means what is A here? We assume that let first price is A and its value is 160. So it means first price is 160, second price 20 rupees less means 140, third price again 20 less, it means 120, fourth is 100, fifth price is 80, sixth price is 60 and seventh price is 40. Okay, if you want to verify your answer, do the total of all this prize money. It must that you must got 700 rupees. Okay, then only your answer is right, because here it is given that the total prize money is 700, and as we are doing the addition of all the prize money we got here it is 700, so our answer is right. Okay, so let's move to the next sum. Now let's do the question number 17. In this it is given that in a school student row of planting trees in and around the school to reduce the air pollution. It was decided that the number of trees that each section of each class will plant will be the same as the class in which they are studying. For example, a section of class 1 will plant 1 tree section 2 will be plant 2 tree, and so on till class 12. There are 3 sections of each class. How many trees will be planted by students? It means here in this question it is given that टोटल स्कूल में 12 क्लास है 1 to लेके 12 तक. ईच क्लास के 3 डिवीजन है एंड हर एक को अपने क्लास का जो नंबर है उस हिसाब से प्लांट करना है. इट मीन्स क्लास 1 वाला एक ट्री प्लांट करेगा, क्लास 12 वाला 12 ट्री प्लांट करेगा, राइट. सो इन ईच सेक्शन और सॉरी इन ईच क्लास देयर आर 3 सेक्शन. So here the number of classes are total 12. Okay, and the number of plants planted by class 1, हर एक क्लास के लिए एक प्लांट because it is in a class 1, and such class 1 having a 3 section. It means 1 into 3 is equal to 3. Now the second one is number of plants planted by class 2. क्लास 2 के लिए उनको बोला है कि आपको आपके क्लास के नंबर के हिसाब से 2 करना है प्लांटिंग, बट हैविंग 3 सेक्शन इट मीन्स 2 into 3 is equal to 6. So like this, if we go for class 12, so number of plants planted by class 12, so class 12 के लिए 12 plants and multiply by 3, as again there is a 12 has a 3 section. Okay, and therefore it is 36. So you can see that here AP is 3, 6, 9, up to 36. It means it is a finite AP. And they are asking to find the total number of trees planted by students. So class 1st से लेके 12 तक total number of trees कितने plant हुए हैं वो हमको find out करना है. So therefore we have to find out sum. Okay, as it is a finite AP, we are going to use Sn is equal to n by 2 A into L. Now we have A 3, a common difference 6 minus 3 3, 9 minus 6 3, it means D is equal to 3. As it is a finite AP, so last term is equal to An is equal to 36, and as total number of classes are 12, small n is equal to 12. So after substituting all these value, we got that sum of trees for the 12 class is equal to 234. So in last sentence you have to write that thus the total number of trees the total number of trees is equal to 234. This will be your last sentence. Okay, let's move to the next one. Now 18 sum. See 18, 19 and 20. These are quite different type of sum, and these are we called as a problem sum, mostly asked in 4 marks or 3 mark question. Okay, so these are the important sum. 18. A spiral is made up of a successive semicircle. Have you seen the spiral binding? This book has a spiral binding, right? Okay, this is called a spiral binding. Now, a spiral is made up of a successive semicircle with the center alternately A and B, starting with the center at A of radii 0.5 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 1.5, 2, as shown in figure. If you see the figure, see here the spiral binding having a radius same. Okay, but in that question 18 question, the spiral binding having the radius of a different type. Okay, different size. Okay, now it is increases with, for first one it is 0.5, for second one it is 1, for third one the radius is 1.5, and the fourth one it is 2. Okay, and what is the total length of such spiral made up of 13 consecutive semicircle? 13, it means the number of terms it is given here 13, and what is the total length? For that we have to find out sum. And the hint is given that the length of successive semicircle is L1, L2, L3, L4 with the centers at A, B, A, B respectively. Okay, so here I have drawn a figure. In this, a center at B and then semicircle is L1. Now it will move to the L2 and now the center is A. Have you seen? Here A is a center for this one, L2. Now for L3 again the B is a center. So alternatively the centers are changes. First is B, then A, then again A, then B, like that. Okay. And the radius of L1 it is 0.5. For L2 it is 1. For L3 it is 1.5. For L4 it is 2. Okay. So here we can say that the length of a semicircle, it is a semi-circumference. I hope you know about the circumference. When we start from here, if this is the circle, if this is a circle, and if we start from point A and again go to the point A, it means it is a one circumference, or it is we called as a circumference. This length we called as a circumference. So here the length of semicircle is equal to circumference, and circumference formula is 2 pi r, and semi means again it is a half. So finally we get pi r. For L1, where 0.5 is the radius, 0.5 pi, okay, and it is the first circumference. L2 is the second one, such that L13 is the 13th one. For each time the radius increases by 0.5 pi. So like that we got the AP 0.5 pi, 1 up to 6.5 pi. Okay, and the length of spiral, if you do addition, so L1 plus L2 plus L3 plus L4, like that till plus L13. Okay, now if you notice that 0.5 is same for all. 0.5, as the radius increases 0.5 each time, and therefore 0.5 is a common, and in between you can say that it is 1 plus 2 plus up to 13 centimeter. So this is an AP for the given question, and therefore A is equal to 1, D is again 1, and L is equal to 13, and therefore as 13 the length is equal to 13 by 2, and the total after calculation it is 91. Now the total strength or length of the spiral is 1.5 pi into 91, and therefore we can, after calculation, we can say that pi is equal to 22 by 7, and therefore the total length of a spiral is 143. I hope it is quite difficult to understand, but try to understand and do practice at least for 2 or 3 times. Okay, let's move to the next. Now the next one, 19th one, 200 logs are stacked in a following manner: 20 logs in bottom row, 19 in next row, 18 into the next row, and so on, as seen in figure. Now, in how many rows are 200 logs placed, and how many logs are in top row? In short, here it is given that total number of logs, wooden logs, right? They are 200. It means total number is total, it means sum. It is Sn is equal to 200. At the bottom, it means this is the first row. This is the first row. This is the second row. This is the third row. Like that we have to increase the row, right? So in first row it is given that the number of logs are 20. In second it is 90. In third it is 18. It means here we got an AP 20, 19, 18, so on. And here two things we have to find out. How many rows, okay, kitna ऊपर रोज तक आप लॉग को रख सकते हो, राइट, लाइक दिस पैटर्न. ओके, एंड हाउ मैनी लॉग्स आर इन टॉप रो. टॉप का रो होगा, उसमें कितने लॉग्स होंगे. दैट टू थिंग्स यू हैव टू find out here. So here AP is 20, 19, 80. From that we got A is first term 20. D is 19 minus 20 is minus 1. 18 minus 19 again minus 1. And SN is 200. So by applying the formula n by 2, 2A plus n minus 1, we substitute the values and we got this equation n square minus 4n 41n plus 400. After doing the factorization, we got that n is equal to 16 or n is equal to 25. Okay. Now, here we have to find that, okay, how many logs are in the top row. Let assume that at the top row it is 0. Okay, at the last, this is the first, it means when we go upside it is the last one. Okay, and as we last term denoted as an or L, so here we assume that let L is equal to 0 or an is equal to 0, and after substituting value A and D, we find out that n is equal to 21 is equal to 0. It means in 21st term or row, it become a 0. It means there is no logs on 21st term. If अगर 21st term में ही log 0 है, तो 25th row में तो it is not possible कि हम ऊपर move कर सके. Is it clear? I repeat again, as you go from first, second, third row to upward side, at 21st row जब आती है वहाँ पे कोई भी log है नहीं, and we got that n is equal to 25 by the factorization method. It means अगर 21st row में ही एक भी log नहीं है, it means 25th ऊपर जाने का तो it is not possible. It means we have to select that n is equal to 16. I hope you are getting this. Okay. Now see the next calculation. Okay, as 21st row is not possible and therefore 25th is not required here. Okay, it is also not possible, and therefore we select that n is equal to 16. It means the number of rows is equal to 16. Now we have to find out the number of logs in 16th row. Okay, and therefore we use the formula A16 is equal to A plus 15D, where we put A is equal to 20 and D is equal to 19 minus 20 is minus 1. Okay, after substituting the value, we got that A16 is equal to 5. In short, we can say that number of logs in the top row is 15. Okay, so number of logs are 5 in the 16th top row. Like that you can write down the last line. Okay, now move to the last example of the question, exercise 5.3. now the last one, 20th sum. In a potato race, a bucket is placed at a starting point. See, this is the starting point where the bucket is placed, which is 5 meters from the first potato. This is the first potato. Here it is the first potato, and the distance between the bucket, which is a starting point, and the first potato is 5 centimeters. And the other potatoes are placed. The next second potato is placed from first point is a 3 centimeter, like that in a straight line. There are total 10 potatoes in a line. A competitor starts from the bucket, pick up the nearest potato, runs back with it, drop in the bucket, runs back to pick up the next potato, again run towards the bucket to drop in it, and she continue in the same way until all the potatoes are in a bucket. What is a total distance the competitor has to run? Okay, so here in short, any competitor have to start from a point. The starting point is, it is a bucket there, okay, and the distance between the first potato and the bucket is 5 centimeter. From the next potato, the distance between the first potato and second is 3 for each potato. Okay, now what the competitor has to do, it has to start from this starting point. यहाँ से उसको दौड़ना है, पोटेटो लेना है, इट मीन्स शी हैज टू कवर फर्स्ट 5 सेंटीमीटर, पोटेटो पिक करना है. नाउ अगेन शी हैज टू गो टूवर्ड्स द बकेट, इट मीन्स वापस 5 सेंटीमीटर दौड़ना है, एंड शी हैज टू ड्रॉप दैट पोटेटो इन अ bucket. Now this is for the first one, for the first potato. For second potato, again she has to go for 5 plus 3, 8 centimeter. Again pick up the potato and come back again 8 centimeter. It means like this, she has to, there are total 10 potatoes. Same manner, she has to take a potato 10 total and she has to drop in a bucket. So they are asking the total distance covered by the competitor for this race. Okay, so let's see how to do the steps. Here the total number of potatoes is equal to 10. It means here small n is equal to 10. Now the distance from the first potato, I have just shown you 5 plus 5. So it is 5 one time, second time. So 5 multiplied by 2. So 10 centimeter. Now second potato के लिए distance कितना हुआ? 5 plus 3. And it is 2 times. So 16. Now for the third one, 5 plus 3 plus 3. And it is again 2 times. So it is 22. So like that we got an AP is 10, 16, 22 like that. Okay, and therefore here A is equal to 10, this common difference D is equal to 6 and N is equal to 10. And after substituting the values, we got that 370 is the total distance the competitor has to cover or has to run. I think it is clear that how to get the answer. Okay, it is not so difficult, but you have to think about it and you have to reconstruct all the what event is given in your mind. Your imagination must be powerful. Okay, so like this you can got the answer. Here our chapter number 5 is over now. So you have to write down all the exercise question in your notebook, and if any query you can contact me. Okay, so we will start our next chapter, chapter number 7, coordinate geometry, soon. Goodbye, stay safe.